Yes, I got the first idea about the documentary after my work about after my post-war writings only. I got the thought to take a documentary. And the first thing is I am shocked during my first travel about regarding that the in all the in some many of the lands include that this land belongs to the army, this is a army property, this is a navy property, like this. So only I took the thought to take this documentary, especially for land grabbing issues. And during that the British Tamil Forum also talks about that the land grabbing issues. It is so helpful. We work together and make such documentary regarding especially for land grabbing. That's yeah. And during my visit, I was the main thing is today the ongoing land grabbing is the main issues going in today northeastern Sri Lanka. This is an ongoing war. This is a peace war. This is a structural genocide. Land grabbing is a structural genocide because land is a inherited for the peoples. It's a main investment for peoples. Without land, there is no, because the land is a only money making thing for after the war in northeastern Sri Lanka. That also grabbed by Sri Lankan army or Sri Lankan government or by Sri Lankan security forces, including police. So only I took the documentary. My aim is we know about that the last 5 decades they took the land grab in the name of development projects or in the name of giving land to the poor Sinhalese farmers. But the aim of the government is we want to singleize the total nation, total Sri Lanka. They want to or colonizing the total Sri Lanka as a Sinhalese nation. That's the main aim they want to do. We'll take that in future means after 10 years we also talk about that the land grabbing issues are going on. But we at the same time of we talking, they finish all the land grabbing and they finish all the colonization. For example, if the world nation of the international communities give the a chance to get the voting for the separate Tamilam means they also took that the voting in Tamil areas also. During that time, Sinhalese also or in the areas, they get opposed the Tamilam and totally in by the way of law, they totally against the Tamilam in the land of Sri Lanka. That's the main of Sri Lankan government. Yes, during the side of beach in Klinuchi, the Valapad area, the Sri Lankan army surrounded about 20 army persons are surrounded me during my arrest and take my camera and they put the after that I take to Nachiguda police station. During I have the life threaten also. They give a petrol to drink instead of water. They give the petrol. After that I take to Klinuchi police station. Then to Colombo, that the CID office, the main CID office, which is here, which is in near to the fort area. During that time, all the human rights things all the laws are violated by the Sri Lankan army regarding my arrest. By basic of the normal case, they will take me to a court within the 24 hours, or means we take that if I am put in the terrorist case, if they take me within 72 hours, but on 73rd hours only they took me to the coach and get they submitted me in the court. This they totally this arrest is totally what thing totally it is unlawful thing.
Okay.
If I doing the wrong means they investigate me. That's not a problem. Then they violated the violating of law is the problem for me during my detention. After I removed from Sri Lanka, I go to Chennai airport on 28th December night. All the medias and my friends and some of my the friends who are relating to that the media or some of the movement friends also come to invited me from in airport. I think peoples are supported so much, the Tamil Nadu peoples and also the diaspora peoples are supported me during my release of my due to release me. And also Mr. Vaiko also written a letter to Prime Minister of India for my release. That's a thing also that is also a reason to release, and also the committee to protect journalists, and also the all diaspora movements are supported to release me from Sri Lanka.
Perfect.
I thank to all who helped to me for my release. Thank you.
Great.
Yes, they kept me for 3 hours, and they doubted me as due to my detention or due to my removed from I removed from Sri Lanka. They doubted me as a tiger or I am a pro LTT, and they ask questions regarding liking that also liking the question to LT like that also they ask any questions, and they also ask LTT will again come like that also they ask questions, and also they ask questions about my book and my for what I came to London, or can you come to London for any arranging of any protest, they like this also they ask questions. After that they clear and they release to enter to London. Yes, people have a more support for Tamil Ilam from you know that the last 30 years they support even that they support the tiger struggles also. The Elam issue is not only for tigers issue. This all for this Elam is all for Tamils, not only for tigers. The people have that idea. People realize that the Tamil Elam for Tamils. They realize that, and also due to the pressure of Tamilians or due to the pressure of Tamil Nadu peoples only, they supported the March resolution. They take the action against Sri Lankan government activities or like that. I also delivered the thing. I also during my northeastern India travel, all the peoples or all the protesters, all the movements peoples or the activists in northeastern Sri Lanka, northeastern India, they know about the Elam struggle. They know about the independent struggle of Tamils in the northeastern Sri Lanka. They get impressed on that the protest of they like so much. Apart from they have a model from that independent model from that the protest. That's a thing. We want to work more apart from Tamil Nadu and apart from our racial. We want to work more. Then if we take this thing as bigger all over the world.
And do you think, with the elections coming up, that Tamil Nadu can have a big impact on the government of India and central government?
Yes, before I think the parliamentary elections come on May 2014, but before it will have the March resolution. Before 2 months it have March resolution, so that one the government and the BJP or the Congress take the support for Tamil actions, actions regarding that the support for Tamils also going. They took the actions with the support of Tamils also, but I not hope any parties or any like the BJP or Congress because the parties only change, the government machinery is not changed, the government the outer things only change, outer the components are not changed. So I not hope, or in future also I not hope on Indian government. I again and again told the government will not support. I only hope on people's, because I during my there is a Vaiko took protest on that against the Rajapaksa visit in India during that before 2 years. During that time I covered that the news in Madhya Pradesh. During that time they give the notice in Hindi to the Hindi peoples or the Madhya Pradesh peoples. they realized that they heard about that the news, and they cried about that the killings of Tamil peoples, because the main thing is they not know about the killings of Tamils in Sri Lanka. We want to work more apart from Tamil Nadu, all over we work with peoples, not with governments. We want to work with peoples. That's a thing to make impact in the process of in the actions of any government. People will support means the government will definitely support the actions of any people. I am not only work with the Elam issues or the Sri Lankan issues. I am also working with the Northeast Indian conflicts, and also with the nuclear political conflict, nuclear issues going in the Tamil Nadu. But Elam or Sri Lankan issue is my specific and specialized issue to write or take any like documentaries regarding about the today's situations. I am not so much of talk about the past things or historical things, but the we want the current things whatever going in the Sri Lanka. So only I go to Sri Lanka and take the filming on the what are the current situations going on in the northern east. That's the thing.
Okay. And could you tell us a little bit about what of the other projects have you been doing then, apart from Ulam? What other projects have you
Yes, I doing the interview with Irom Sharmila, who is hunger striking for 13 years against the Armed Force Special Power Act, which is currently in northeastern India and also in Kashmir. I took the case against the Manipur government, and I get the permission to meet Sharmila. After that, I met Sharmila and take interview during the month of November 2013. And apart from this, I also cover that apart from the Manipur also, I cover that the Northeast Indian states personalities or human rights activists, and also some movements also. And also I writing a series about the nuclear issues, about the nuclear power plant which is set up in the Kudangulam, in the title of Damning Show, Nuclear People Government, by the base of Idindakarai people's protest. That's other works. This book fully includes about the situations of post-war Sri Lanka, and also with the past things, with the present things, and also with the future things. It includes all the past, present, future also. This is a book fully about it's study about the post-war Sri Lanka, whatever going in that today's situations. It's, after after the war, 2009 war, a lot of books came in Tamil without any field study. I think I want to write a book with a field study. So only I go to Sri Lanka and take the book. And also the one book I so inspired after returning my book. The one book is written by Maladi, A Fleeting Moment in My Country. I impressed so much in that book, the way of writing or the way of that's a correct thing. Or in the back cover of the book, they took one thing about the situations of LTT, or why the LTT will devastated by the international communities. That's a correct thing, and that is a real thing to devastate the reason to devastate LTT. That's a thing I want to tell you about. There's a book include my book, the Tracing the Mark of Tiger, journey of 25 days in bloodstained Sri Lanka. It will include the details of land grabbing or ongoing structural genocide, what are the goings on, and also the issues about the woman harassment, and also we have take the interview with from former LGT members, some former LGT important members. That's a thing, and also includes it's a total landscape of the today's total landscape of the bunny also. It included in the book.
Oh, great. Okay.